Welcome to my video lecture class. Right up to now I uploaded video lectures on the chapter System of Particles and Rotation. In this chapter I already uploaded few video lectures. On that lectures I discuss moment of inertia, applications of moment of inertia, center of mass, applications of center of mass, shifting of center of mass, applications of shifting of center of mass. So these are all I discussed in previous lectures. So please go through that previous lectures for better understanding. Today I am going to start a new topic in this chapter, System of Particles and Rotation. So please watch the lecture till the end. Definitely you will get a new point regarding this lecture. Right, let's begin our topic. System of particles and rotation. System of particles and rotation. Here system of particles I already discussed in last lectures. So now I am dealing with part rotation. Okay. So this system of particles and rotation will plays a crucial role in competitive exams like NEET and JEE. Okay, so please watch the lecture till the end. Now we are dealing rotation. Rotation. So in some textbooks it's called as a rotational dynamics. Okay, so please observe carefully. Generally, the body has two parts. One is straight line path or linear path. Second one is circular path or rotatory path. Okay, when a body moves on straight line path or body moves on circular path, so some parameters are related with this straight line path, some parameters or physical quantities are related with circular paths. Those two I discuss now. Few I discuss now. Linear path. In linear path, and second one is circular path. Circular path. In linear path, one is angular, sorry, so here is linear displacement. Linear displacement or displacement. Here angular displacement. So this is indicated with theta. Next, linear velocity. So here it is indicated with angular velocity. That is indicated with omega. So here is a third one, linear momentum. Okay, here linear displacement indicated with S, linear velocity is indicated with V, linear momentum is indicated with P. So here angular momentum. Angular momentum. Angular momentum is indicated with L. Linear displacement is indicated with S. Linear velocity is equal to V, and linear momentum P, angular momentum L. So here next, fourth one, linear force or force. Here angular force. Angular force is torque tau. So here linear displacement by theta, and this is I into omega. Okay, so I'll explain these formulas later. First, difference, observe carefully. So this force is also called as linear force. Fine. Acceleration. So here angular acceleration. Angular acceleration. So in this angular acceleration we are indicated with alpha. So here this acceleration is also called as linear acceleration. Acceleration or linear acceleration. Next, here mass. So here we call it as moment of inertia. Moment of inertia I. So here force is indicated with F. Here angular force is indicated with tau. Acceleration is indicated with A. Already we know acceleration. Mass is indicated with M. Mass is indicated with M. Here indicated with the moment of inertia I. So these are the some important parameters here. So now I discuss few formulas regarding this linear path and circular path. Next we are move on to rolling motion. In rotatory motion, rolling is very important concept. So we know that force F is equal to dP by dt. dP by dt. So similarly, torque tau is equal to dL by dt. dL by dt. Torque tau is equal to dL by dt. Okay, so this is one formula. If you know that V is equal to ds by dt in linear. Similarly, in circular path, V means here omega. Omega is equal to d theta by dt. d theta by dt. And again, third, acceleration. A is equal to dv by dt. Here similarly, in circular path, alpha is equal to d omega by dt. Okay, next fourth one. Momentum P is equal to in linear motion, momentum P is equal to mv. Similarly, momentum is indicated with L, mass is indicated with I, and V is indicated with omega. So please follow the table. P is equal to mv in linear. In angular, L is equal to I omega. Simple thing here. Body moves in circular path. The parameters are called angular parameters. Body moves in straight line path. Those parameters are called as linear parameters. Okay, this is very important. So next, fifth one. So we know that V is equal to U plus AT, S is equal to UT plus half AT square. V square minus U square is equal to 2AS, and Sn is equal to U plus. So these three formulas are very important. Okay, so similarly we can written as similarly Similarly, in linear motion, equations of motion these are. Similarly, in angular, in circular motion, in circular path, V means omega. Omega is equal to omega naught plus alpha into t. S means theta. Theta is equal to omega naught into t plus half into alpha into t square. Next here, V square means omega square minus omega naught square is equal to 2 alpha into theta. So these in circular path we had equations of motion. So these are equations of motion in linear path. Equations of motion in circular path. So these are some formulas. Simple thing here. If you know the representation of physical quantities in angular, that means circular path. If you know the formula of linear, it is easy to write formula in case of circular path. If you know the formula in case of linear motion, it is easy to write formula in case of circular motion. I hope you are all understood this. So some problems are asked related with these formulas. Please note down these formulas carefully. Next we are move on to most important topic. So please watch the lecture till the end. So in rotation, this topic is very important. Rolling motion. So this topic is very important. Rolling is nothing but translatory motion plus circular motion. So rolling motion is nothing but simply translatory motion plus circular motion. Simple thing. So this is a wheel I consider. So this can be roll on the surface. So here this rolling means it moves forward in translatory motion, again it circulates. So that's why rolling motion is equal to translatory motion plus circular motion. First of all, definition of rolling is this is combined motion of translatory and circular motion. Okay. So now translatory motion is also called as linear motion. Translatory motion is also called as linear motion. So in this rolling motion, first one, displacement is equal to 2 pi r. So body we consider this is a body. This body is rolls like this, and here it is position of the body. Okay, so distance between the body is here, yes. Here is the body. Okay, like this it is rolling. So displacement it covers after this position of A, this position of B. Initially body start from a ground at position A. After it reaches to position B, the displacement covered S is equal to 2 pi r. So now displacement by time is equal to 2 pi r by t. So then what we got, displacement of time is velocity. Velocity is equal to 2 pi by t into r, that is equal to r omega. So what we got, v is equal to r omega. So this is one formula. So this is first formula, this is second formula. Okay, so next, so we derive with v by t and again r omega by t, divide t on both sides. Then v by t means omega, v by t means acceleration, v by t means acceleration, a is equal to r into omega by t, that is equal to r into alpha. That means a is equal to r alpha. Okay, this is thought. So we got the three formulas, three important formulas. One is displacement formula 2 pi r, a velocity formula r omega, and acceleration formula r alpha. So next we are move on to the most important concept in rolling motion, that is forward slip and backward slip. Forward slip and backward slip. So difference here. First of all, we have observed forward slip. Forward slip. So next, backward slip. Backward slip. So forward slip means, so here is the body. Okay, here is the body. So here, this is a VC, this is a R omega, otherwise a small r omega. Small r omega. Yeah, radius is r. And this is nothing but a V net. Okay, so this is forward slip, and similarly here also diagram. So while moving a body on the ground, sometimes forward slip takes place, sometimes backward slip takes place. When forward slip takes place, when backward slip takes place, I'll explain now. So this is a V net. So this is a VC. And here is r omega. R omega. Similar diagram. Here and here also similar diagram. But observe carefully, and here also radius we consider as r. Radius. So observe carefully. When forward slip takes place, forward velocity is greater than backward velocity. Forward velocity is greater than backward velocity, then only forward slip takes place. So that's why first condition, VC is greater than R omega. This is first condition. So we know three formulas. First formula is S is equal to 2 pi r, otherwise V is equal to R omega. Second formula, S is equal to 2 pi r. Third formula, A is equal to R alpha. Okay, these three formulas are now helpful. And second one is S is greater than 2 pi r, forward slip. Next, third condition is A is greater than R alpha. So these three conditions. So whenever the rolling body satisfies these three conditions, definitely forward slip takes place. Forward velocity is greater than R omega, forward displacement is greater than 2 pi r, forward acceleration is greater than R alpha. Next, backward slip. When backward slip is takes place, backward velocity is greater than, so that means R omega is greater than VC, and second one is 2 pi r is greater than S, and next third one, R alpha is greater than A. So whenever this conditions takes place, backward slip takes place. Backward velocity is greater than VC and 2 pi r greater than S, R alpha greater than A. So these conditions satisfies, then forward slip takes place. These conditions satisfies, forward slip takes place. These conditions satisfies, then backward slip takes place. So these two are very important. when forward and backward slips takes place. Next we are move on to next concept in rolling motion. So this is about forward and backward slip. Right now, next kinetic energy. Kinetic energy of rolling motion. Net kinetic energy of rolling motion. Net kinetic energy of rolling motion. Okay. So how to find this? Kinetic energy of rolling or net kinetic energy. Ke net of rolling. Ke net of rolling motion. Rolling is equal to. Rolling is combined effect of translatory motion and circular motion. So Ke translatory or linear. Kinetic energy linear plus kinetic energy rotatory or circular. So this is very important. Kinetic energy of net is equal to kinetic energy of translatory plus kinetic energy of rotatory. Kinetic energy of net rolling. So Ke net is equal to Ke linear plus Ke circular. So kinetic energy linear is half mv square. Half mv square. So next, kinetic energy circular is half I omega square, because m is in case of circular path I, velocity in case of circular path is omega. So from this, half mv square plus half into this I is written as moment of inertia formula. I is equal to mk square. Similarly, omega is equal to v by r. Because v is equal to r omega, then omega is equal to v by r. So then substitute here mk square and v by r whole square. So from this, half mv square is taken as common. Then what we got here? 1 plus k square by r square. 1 plus k square by r square. That is, we got Ke net. Ke net is equal to half mv square into 1 plus k square by r square. Okay. So now we write. So this can be write as. Now this can be write as. So this can be write as, observe carefully, Ke net from this, Ke net is equal to Ke translatory, that means Ke linear into 1 plus k square by r square. 1 plus k square by r square. Ke net is equal to Ke linear Ke linear into k square plus r square by r square. K square plus r square by r square. So from this, Ke net by K square plus R square is equal to Ke linear by R square. So this is equation 1 I consider. Okay. So this is equation 1. So observe carefully. So this is equation 1. I write this equation 1 at one corner because it's helpful for us solving numericals. Ke net by K square plus R square is equal to Ke linear by R square. So this equation is useful. So this is I write in corner. So now kinetic energy of rotation. Rotation is equal to, how we write? Half I omega square. So then half into I means mk square, omega means v by r whole square. So then half into mk square into v square by r square. So from this, half mv square into k square by r square. So that is equal to kinetic energy of rotation. So how can we write this? Kinetic energy of rotation is equal to kinetic energy of this half mv square means kinetic energy of linear. Kinetic energy of linear into k square by r square. So how can we write this? Kinetic energy of rotation by k square is equal to kinetic energy linear by r square. So this is equation 2. So I write this equation also here. Kinetic energy of rotation by k square is equal to kinetic energy of linear by r square. So this is also here. So we got two equations here. So kinetic energy. So regarding kinetic energy of rotation and linear and net kinetic energy, we got three relations. So now from this, very important point from this I write here. So very important point, relation between kinetic energy, net kinetic energy and kinetic energy of rotation and kinetic energy of linear or translatory. So that is equal to Ke net by k square plus r square is equal to Ke rotation by k square, Ke linear by r square. Okay, so this is very very important formula. So this is a very very important formula. Okay, so very very important formula. So from this Ke, if you got